Where was Obaseki when we were on the streets inhaling tear gas? Philip Shaibu asked. Can you imagine? I did say you don't go enter APC now, so why are you still bothered about this Obaseki's matter? Yeah? So why is Philip Shaibu asking this question now? He wants to establish himself as part of the democratic legacies in Edo State, or in Nigeria. They fought for democracy. And when they were fighting for democracy, Obaseki was nowhere. Now he's coming to raise his shoulder. I don't understand, though. Let's dive into the details and get Philip Shaibu's perspective this time around. Philip Shaibu, the deputy governor of Edo State, former deputy governor of Edo State, recalled the sacrifices made during the fight for democracy, including enduring tear gas and facing personal injuries. Reflecting on the struggles of that period, Shaibu questioned the presence of Governor Obaseki during those critical times of protest and turmoil. He emphasized that such experiences underscored the necessity to guard against any resurgence of anti-democratic forces. Are you scared that the military will take over, or what are you trying to say? He also stated that these sacrifices highlighted the importance of remaining vigilant against any threat to democracy. Shaibu's remarks underscored a broader sentiment among those who fought for the freedom now enjoyed. Okay, so reinforcing the ongoing need to protect democratic values and ensure that past struggles are not in vain. So he said in an interview with Channels TV today, in our fight for democracy, some of us inhaled tear gas. Some of us were injured. Some of us could not make it, and we lost some of our colleagues in fighting for this democracy. Where was Obaseki when we were on the streets inhaling tear gas? Can you imagine? So when we see anti-democratic forces like him trying to resurface, we will fight to make sure they are not there, because we don't want to return to that era of military where you and I have to hide to hold meetings. So they didn't understand what we went through to get the democracy that we now, that he is now governor. Can you imagine? So what he's saying now is trying to blast Obaseki now. Like democracy he's enjoying now as a governor, he didn't know when they were fighting for it. They were on the street, inhaling tear gas, trying to remove military government, trying to remove undemocratic rules, and trying to bring democracy. They paid the price. Some got injured, some lost their lives, along the line. Some didn't make it, So a lot of sacrifices were put in, were made, were paid for democracy to be. And so when they see anti-democratic forces like Obaseki trying to resurface or resurge, they will just, make sure they fight it to make sure they don't have any place, because they don't want to go back to those days of undemocratic values that bedevil the country. That's what he's trying to say. And that is why he's asking the question, when they were fighting for democracy, inhaling tear gas on the street, where was Obaseki then? Now, wow, this guy. Okay, even before you came in, some people have done some things. Okay, so we cannot begin to say or ask some questions, that are not necessary, because first of all, when people fought for independence, where were you? When the likes of Sir Obafemi Awolowo, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Tafawa Balewa, and all those people, including these people in the military, Obasanjo and go on, where was Philip Shaibu when those things were done? So somebody must fight for something for another person to enjoy sometime later. That is life. So you fought for democracy, someone else is not the governor. That you fought for democracy is not a reason, it's not a must that you must be governor because you fought for democracy. We understand. People pay the price. A lot of people pay the price and they never survive to enjoy the benefit. So the question is, what value do you have now, and what is your integrity? These are things you should look at. Not being desperate to be governor because you fought for democracy. So I think we need to look at it from that perspective as well. If not, it becomes sense of entitlement because you fought for democracy or you are part of people that fought for democracy. Therefore, you use your entitlement to be governor. It doesn't work that way. It's sense of entitlement that Philip Shaibu is trying to bring out there, which I think is not the best. As some say, yes, now boy you be when Obaseki founded AfriVest. Okay, you still dey go school, useless APC cohort. Not be small thing, no. Some say you are a desperado. With the way you are going, this your overambition may cause you not to end well politically. Exactly. Philip Shaibu is too desperate. When you fight and you're not winning, you leave it and go have your peace. Some say you earned tear gas to put Edo in bondage, Abi. How does it translate to bitter life for ordinary citizens? Or to better life for ordinary citizens. We are tired of hearing that same old stuff. Tell Amo, how does your fighting for democracy now contributing meaningfully to the life of the people? That is the question. The dividend of democracy is yet to be seen. Someone said you did not suffer the tear gas for nothing. Rather, you have gained as deputy governor for 2 terms. Okay? As you were not the only one who campaigned for Obaseki. Exactly. So you have gained too. So you have taken enough dividend of democracy. In fact, you are even more privileged than some people. You've been a deputy governor for 2 terms, 8 years. And for those 8 years, you've made so much money. So why not be satisfied with that and, tread with caution? Who sent you to hate tear gas? Were you fighting war? Agbero like you. They see they give him. I'm telling you, his desperation is putting him in a bad light. And that is why he needs to be very careful about it. That is the truth. He needs to be very careful. Philip Shaibu desperation is off the roof. This opportunity Governor Obaseki gave you. Okay, Oshomole, don't try it with Adubu for 8 years. Just because you see a humble and responsible man, you are talking brash, insulting the man that helps you. And I used to like this man before, but now that love is gone. They don't finish Shaibu dead. Okay? Obaseki gave you this chance of 8 years and you are not appreciating it. Why not just be calm? Very childish human being. So I can see all the comments I see here that, in fact, the kind of comment that Wike received is the kind of comment Philip Shaibu is receiving here. Because what Wike is doing in Rivers State is what Philip Shaibu is doing in Edo State, and that is not good enough. But Obaseki is a very strong man, so he's managing it. Shaibu, go and borrow a brain. I hope when PDP wins, you will not get mental problem because this matter of election, they pay you too much. Son of a bad father will always behave like his father. Okay? Don't blame him. Like father and like son. Now, wow. So the thing now is that Philip Shaibu need to calm down. That is it. He needs to calm down. Thank you for listening. Let's have a comment.